Good morning. Welcome to our Sunday. My name is Molly, and I will be your service chair today. We are grateful for your presence. This service is being live streamed on Zoom and YouTube. On the 19th today is our resident minister, Reverend Ayashi, and certified assistant, Bob Shimakaji. If you are new to Ekoji, you will find in the back of each seat pocket this laminated guide, which will help you through the service and answer any questions you may have regarding the service order, as well as the history and essentials of Shin Buddhism. Our main priority is keeping our Sangha a safe place to hear the Dharma. Although we're very happy to see each other, please keep in mind the following policies. Keep your masks on at all times. Be mindful of social distancing. We are allowed to chant along with Reverend Hayashi since we have masks on. Thank you for your understanding. Reverend Hayashi will now lead us in opening meditation and recitation of the hymns.
Meditation provides a cause that prepares our mind to speak of our Please place your hands on your lap, lower your head slightly, close your eyes, and release tension from it. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha.
Please find the laminated sheet that is located in the service book We will now sing the Bangana Kisana, the three refugees. Please rise. Please turn to page 39 in the service book. We will now chant the You Say Yea. This morning, Reverend Higashi will give us the Dharma message.
Good morning, everyone. welcome to our Sunday service. I think it was the last Dharma talk I did last year. So I mentioned that I injured my back. It's more the hip when I was in my early 20s. So I was doing a wakeboarding, which is a water sport in which the rider standing on the wakeboard. It's a short board with a binding, and is towed behind a boat. So you are towed by a motorboat. And I was pulled too hard, so I strained my back, and soon after that incident, I rushed myself to the hospital, and my doctor gave me a sedative shot on my back. And surprisingly, with one shot, I was okay. I was fine for actually 15 years after that. I had no pain. I could play any kind of sports I wanted to, and lift any sort of heavy things. And I actually thought I had fully recovered from the injury since I had not felt any pain for a long time. But 6 years ago, when I tried to pick up a pen, that's when I felt the pain. It was just a pen. But still, I thought it will heal on its own. So the only thing I did was to take Advil. So I continually took Advil. Ever since, I have been dealing with this back problem, and it is now affecting both of my knees, which is making it harder for me to stand for a while. Yet, I thought I would be fine until my wife finally said that I should try to fix the source of the problem and not only the symptoms. So from last month, I have been going to physical therapy. At first, I didn't know exactly what physical therapy was. I was recommended, so I found a place and I started to go, but I didn't exactly know what physical therapy was. I thought I was just going to get some kind of massage on my back or do some exercises. But that was not the case. I had to do deadlifting with weightlifting barbells, different kinds of squats, like one leg squat, dumbbell squats, barbell squats. I also have to do a side lifting leg, which is so you lie on the ground on your side, right? And then you keep lifting the leg until you barely can lift it. I also have to do wall sit, which is to put your back against the wall, and then you slide your back down until your thighs are parallel to the ground, and you have to keep that position for a minute and do that 5 sets continuously. I have to say this wall sitting is the toughest training. The first set it's tolerable. The first minute is tolerable, but you are only given 15 seconds to rest in between each set. So after a short moment of relief, you have to start the next set, the next minute. At the time you reach the 4th set, you can see your knees shaking severely. You can feel it's like burning from the inside, and you're sweating profusely, and you want to give up, but you're not allowed to do so. I usually work out, regularly at home. I like working out, but the training I do at the physical therapy is nothing comparable. It's just tough, painful, and heartbreaking. So I am struggling every week. I once heard that the muscle size of any kinds of part of your muscle, the size of the muscle increases when you continually challenge the muscle to deal with the higher levels of resistance or weight. So you have to push your muscles to the limit. However, most people who fail at building muscles stop before their muscles are fatigued because they don't want to struggle. A fitness model and published health author, Alex Carnelo, said, if you're not struggling, it's safe to say you're probably not growing as much as you could. So struggle is key to building muscles. This works when you're young, but you have to be careful when you get older. You still need to exercise and build muscles, but of course you have to do it differently as you age. However, the point is that the need to struggle continues. The need to struggle continues. I think the nature of Buddhism is the same. A Buddhist scholar, Reverend Tesshu Shaku, said in his article, the more you walk the path of Buddhism, the more you will feel like being suspended in midair, so you will never feel satisfied or relieved. However, that is why we get stronger. Buddhism trains our personality and the sensibility of balance. Because we are ultimately always in the middle between one solid point and another, we develop our mental stability and sense of balance. While many religions offer clear answers to life, Buddhism does not do that. Buddhism rather gives us questions. It is because Buddhism values the struggle in finding the answer more than receiving the answer. Buddhism is based on the belief that to live is to suffer. And this is taught in the first noble truth, that life is full of suffering. The word suffering is expressed in the Sanskrit word dukkha, meaning dissatisfaction, which comes from wanting things to go the way we want when things don't go the way we want. The word dukkha originally referred to an unaligned wheel, which we all know from a shopping cart that doesn't go, the way we want because it doesn't roll the way we want. So we often get upset or frustrated at someone when they don't agree with us or they don't take our opinion into an account. We also feel frustrated at things when they don't work the way we want or the way we expect it to work. So these are proof of how we want things to go the way we want when things don't go the way we want. Thus, Buddhism always gives us a question about ourselves so that we can pause and think the way we live. Now, this may not seem an ideal way of life because we often prefer to immediately get a clear answer. We don't want to struggle. It's just a burden. However, just like building muscles, it is through the struggle that we get stronger. We increase our mental ability and balance and becomes psychologically and mentally stronger so that we can cope with any kind of difficulties in life. Thus, in Buddhism, as it is in building muscles, struggle is key to gain strength, build capacity, and develop a balance. In this way, the way of Buddhism may seem harsh and rigorous, but for those who are in a difficult situation, Buddhism is very caring, truthful, and reliable. Please join me in Ashoka. By reciting the Nembutsu Namo Amida Butsu, we are reminded what makes our individual lives even more meaningful, and we are also reminded of Dharma in times of need. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
It is now time for the ritual of Ashoka, the burning of incense. This is time to quietly contemplate and reflect on the impermanence of life.
We recently restarted burning incense, which involves burning incense from a shared bowl, and we understand that individual comfort levels may differ. We offer this option to those who are comfortable doing so, but note that the ritual is not required. We invite you to come forward to the front table, offer gashol, and, should you wish, place any dana, which is our offering of gratitude to Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha, in the bowl on the table. Reverend Hayashi will now lead us in closing meditation and recitation of the Nimba.
Having money come finally has been so stress relieving towards me because I'm finally able to buy things, even if it's little things, $50 things.
No, I mean, it's awesome. It's a fucking beautiful. I mean, I used to make the most out of my 2 week like checks. I mean, you can do a lot with that. Like, believe it or not, when it comes every 2 weeks. Not, you can't do the world with it, but you can do.
The fact that I get to stay at home is even better. All right, so for our Sangha announcements this week, we have just two. The first is that next Sunday at 10 a.m. is going to be our monthly temple cleanup. Everyone is welcome to come help us keep this place in excellent condition. And then the second announcement is that in-person meditation will occur on Thursday nights. This week, it will be at 7:30. Thank you.
Namo 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 Namo
All right, have a good Sunday.